Good day, everyone. Welcome back, grade 7 students. This is your English class with Teacher Ross. How are you today? Are you excited for another lesson? Yes? Great! Oftentimes, we want to pass messages to others, but we have to consider ways to report what someone says or thinks. Let us look at the sentence. Mary said, "I will finish my assignments." Another sentence. Mary said she would finish her assignments. Have you noticed the difference between the statements of the speaker? In the first statement, the speaker relays the direct message, while in the second statement, the speaker reported the message. The statements are examples of direct and reported speech, and that would be our lesson for today. Let us begin! Let us start with the direct speech. Direct speech. In direct speech, the message of the speaker is conveyed or reported in his actual words without any change. It is also known as quoted speech. The exact message of the speaker is enclosed by quotation marks, like this one. Or in summary, direct speech uses the exact words of the speaker. For examples, the boy said, "I ate pancakes." Another example, the mother ordered clean the house. Let us analyze these sentences. The sentences are examples of direct speech because the exact words of the boy and the mother are stated, and we use quotation marks to indicate the exact words of the speakers. Remember, a direct speech commonly has a reporting clause, reporting verb, reported clause, and reported verb. For examples, reporting clause. The boy said, "I ate pancakes." The reporting clause here is the boy said. Reporting verb. The boy said, "I ate pancakes." The reporting verb here is the word said. Reported clause. The boy said, "I ate pancakes." The reported clause here is "I ate pancakes." And we also have the reporting verb. The boy said, "I ate pancakes." The verb here is the word ate. Very good. Now, let us discuss reported speech. Reported speech. It is also known as indirect speech. It is a report on what someone else said or wrote without using that person's exact words. Unlike direct speech, it doesn't have quotation marks. In reported speech, the speaker does not assume that the words are the speaker's exact words. Often, they are a paraphrase of the speaker's words. Here are some examples. The boy said he had eaten pancakes. The mother ordered to clean the house. Let us analyze these sentences. The sentences are reported or indirect speech because the statement of the speaker's boy and the mother are not their exact words, and there is no quotation mark. Remember, use of the word that is optional in reported speech. Both of the following sentences are correct. The student said that he was sick. Or, the student said he was sick. When we transform direct speech to reported or indirect speech and vice versa, we should always consider verb shift. When you report what someone said in the past, you usually shift back a verb tense from the tense the speaker used. For examples, we have here simple present to simple past. For direct speech, we have Maria said, I am tired. The verb am is in simple present tense. And when we transform it to reported speech, it becomes Maria said she was tired. The verb was is in simple past tense. Am to was, simple present to simple past. Next, present progressive to past progressive. For direct speech, we have she said the cat is sleeping. The verb phrase is sleeping is in present progressive. And when we transform it to the reported speech, it becomes she said that the cat was sleeping. The verb phrase was sleeping is in past progressive. Is sleeping to was sleeping. Present progressive to past progressive. Next, present perfect to past perfect. For direct speech, we have they said we have prepared snacks. The verb phrase have prepared is in present perfect tense. And when we transform it to reported speech, it becomes they said that they had prepared snacks. Had prepared is in past perfect tense. Have prepared to had prepared. Present perfect tense to past perfect tense. Next, simple past to past perfect. For direct speech, we have my friend announced the meeting started. The verb started is in simple past tense. And when we transform it to reported speech, it becomes my friend announced that the meeting had started. The verb phrase had started is in past perfect tense. Started to had started, simple past to past perfect. Past progressive to past perfect progressive. For direct speech, we have Shane said the children were laughing at my cleverness. The verb phrase were laughing is in past progressive. And when we transform it to reported speech, it becomes Shane said that the children had been laughing at her cleverness. The verb phrase had been laughing is in past perfect progressive. Were laughing, had been laughing. Past progressive to past perfect progressive. Then we also have past perfect to past perfect. For direct speech, we have the boy said, I had studied abroad. Had studied is in past perfect tense. And when we transform it to reported speech, we have now the boy said that he had studied abroad. The verb phrase had studied is in past perfect tense. We also use modals. Will or shall to would or should. We have direct speech and reported speech. For direct speech, Brian said, "I will try to finish my report." The modal will, when we transform it to reported speech, it becomes, Brian said that he would try to finish his report. Will to would. Next, can and could. We have direct speech and reported speech. For direct speech, my father said to me, "I can pick you up." For reported speech, my father told me he could pick me up. We use can for direct speech and then could for reported speech. Next, may to might. We have direct and reported speech. For direct speech, we have Troy said, "I may invite them to the party." And when we transform it to reported speech, it becomes, Troy said that he might invite them to the party. We use may for direct speech and might for reported speech. Then we also have must to, must, or had to. We have direct speech and reported speech. Jane said, "I must stop smoking." This is an example of a direct speech. And when we transform it to reported speech, it becomes, Jane said that she must or had to stop smoking. For direct speech, we use must, and then for reported speech, we can use must or had to. Good job! Remember, in direct speech, the message of the speaker is conveyed or reported in his actual words without any change. It is also known as quoted speech. The exact message of the speaker is enclosed by quotation marks. And when we say reported speech, or also known as indirect speech, it is a report on what someone else said or wrote without using that person's exact words. Unlike direct speech, it doesn't have quotation marks. Now, activity time! Let us practice what you have learned. Today, we will have 2 activities. Let us have the first activity. Tell whether each of the following statements is a direct or reported speech. Let us have number 1. David said that he is going to GMA Cavite today. Is this an example of a direct or reported speech? Very good. This is an example of a reported speech, because the speaker does not assume that the words are the speaker's exact words. Number 2. Experts said Noli Me Tangere is considered as an enlightening novel. Is this an example of a direct or reported speech? Very good. This is a direct speech because it uses the exact words of the speaker. Next, my teacher said that the Philippines was colonized by the Spaniards. Is this an example of a direct or reported speech? Very good! This is a reported or indirect speech because the speaker does not assume that the words are the speaker's exact words. I think you are now ready for our next activity. Change direct speech to reported speech. The doctor said to her, "You are not sick." Okay, correct. The doctor said to her that she was not sick. The verb are changes to was. Take note of the rules on subject-verb agreement. This is an example of verb shift from simple present to simple past. Another one. Pedro said to me, "I saw your puppy outside." How are you going to transform this sentence? Very good. The answer is, Pedro said to me that he had seen my puppy outside. The verb saw changes to had seen. And this is an example of verb shift from simple past to past perfect. Alright, very good, brilliant, and awesome. That will be all for today. I hope you learned something. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.